You ever wake up, stare at the ceiling, and feel like your soul's whispering, this ain't it? You look around, scrolling through your phone, checking what everybody else is doing, comparing, complaining, and convincing yourself you'll change tomorrow. But tomorrow never shows up because you never show up. That version of you keep dreaming about. They're out there already grinding, already bleeding, already pushing through when nobody's watching. And you're stuck letting minutes turn to hours, hours to days, and days into regret. Let me ask you, what do you think greatness is made of? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not motivation. It's the sick, relentless obsession with becoming unrecognizable to who you were yesterday. It's waking up every single day and saying, I'm not competing with the world. I'm competing with the weak version of myself that I refuse to carry into the future. Most people avoid the mirror because they don't want to face the truth. But I lived in that darkness. I was that man, broken, insecure, lazy, full of excuses. I looked myself in the face and realized nobody was coming to save me. No coach, no mentor, no friend, just me, just raw accountability. You've got time, but you're spending it like it's infinite. You're wasting the one currency you can never get back, time. Be in them. While you're out here trying to feel ready, someone else is getting ready. You're thinking about starting. You're already sweating through the pain. You're waiting for motivation. They're training without it. You say, I don't have time, but you spend hours scrolling, binging, dreaming while saying 24 hours is out there breaking themselves to become the weapon they were meant to be. You don't get better by wishing. You don't grow by hoping. You grow by hurting. You grow by doing a hard shot when you don't want to. Every minute you skip the work is a minute you're choosing weakness. It's a war, not with the world, with yourself. And every day you either surrender or attack. There's no neutral ground. Confidence, earn it, earn it. You want pride, build it. You peace, fight for it every rep, every step, every hard decision. It adds up. Nobody sees the nights you cried. Nobody feels the pain in your chest when you're running on empty. But you will know. You will feel it when the results start screaming louder than the doubt ever did. So stop asking for permission. Stop searching for signs. You ARE the sign. Your time is now. There's no version of this life where you keep slacking and suddenly win. You want to be better. Get uncomfortable. Get obsessed. Make it hurt. Make it count. And when it's all said and done, and that old version of you is staring back in shock, you'll smile. And not because it was easy, because you refuse to die as the person you were supposed to outgrow. You want to change. You want to get better. Then stop lying to yourself. Look in the damn mirror and tell the truth. Not the sugar-coated version, not the excuse-laced garbage you feed yourself to feel okay. I'm talking about the raw truth. You're not tired. You're undisciplined. You're not unlucky. You're uncommitted. You're not overwhelmed. You're untrained. That mirror doesn't lie, but most people can't stand to look at it long enough to face what they've become. I used to be that guy. Overweight, depressed, ashamed, full of stories about why I couldn't do more. I blamed everything, my past, my pain, my environment, but it wasn't them. It was me. The truth was simple and brutal. I wasn't doing the work. I was hiding behind excuses. And until I got real with myself, nothing was going to change. People want to talk about self-love. You know what self-love is? Holding yourself accountable, looking at your flaws and saying, we fix this now, not tomorrow. No, not when it's convenient now. Because you can't conquer anything in this life until you conquer your own bull shopping. And that starts with being honest enough to say, I'm not who I could be yet. That's the moment you stop running and start building. That's the first swing of the hammer that breaks the weak version of you wide open. Every damn day you wake up, there's a battle waiting, not out there in the world, but inside your own head. The moment your eyes open, that weak voice starts whispering, hit snooze. Take it easy today. You've earned it. That voice is a liar. It's soft. It's the part of you that wants to stay average, stay safe, stay exactly where you are. And it's your job to kill it every single day. This ain't some one-time fight. It's war. And it resets every morning. You don't beat your old self once and it's over. Hell no. That lazy, scared, soft version of you, he comes back swinging every time you're tired, every time you're stressed, every time life pushes back. You've got to wake up ready to throw hands with that version of you before he even opens his mouth. And here's the truth, and the weak version of you doesn't want to die. It wants to survive. It wants you to compromise. Skip the workout, eat the junk, slack on the work, quit early. And the second you give in, even a little, he gets stronger. You feed him every time you break your promise to yourself, but you starve him. You destroy him when you show up anyway, when you do the reps, when you keep going long after it stops feeling good. This isn't about motivation. This is about deciding every day, am I going to let the weak me win? Or am I going to bury him with effort, pain, and grit? That's the only scoreboard that matters. You versus you. And the version that wins is the one you feed with your time. Your choice is your mindset. You keep saying you don't have time, but that's a damn lie. You have time. You're just giving it to things that don't push you forward. Scrolling, sitting, sleeping in, watching other people live their lives while you're on the sidelines wasting yours. Time is the most precious thing you've got, and you're out here spending it like it's unlimited. But it's not. Every second that ticks by is a second closer to your grave, and you're acting like you've got forever. Let me break it down. You get 24 hours. So does the elite athlete. So does the billionaire. So does the guy who came from nothing and built everything. What's the difference? They don't play with their time. They own it. They don't wait for the perfect schedule. They carve out time. They sacrifice for it. While you're out here saying, I'm too busy, they're busy getting better. The truth is you're not short on time. You're short on discipline. You're not managing hours. You're escaping discomfort. Every hour you spend on something that doesn't make you stronger, smarter, or more focused is an hour you'll never get back. And one day you'll wake up with more regret than time left, wishing you could go back and do it different. But by then, clock's out, game's over. So stop talking about what do it. If you do have it. But until you treat time like the currency of greatness it is, you'll stay broke. Broken potential, broken progress, broken pride. Spend your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Nobody's coming to pull you off that couch. Nobody's knocking on your door with a plan to change your life. No mentor, no coach, no friend, no family member is going to wake up for you, grind for you, suffer for you. This is your fight. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you stop waiting to start working. People love to play the blame game. I didn't have the right support. I didn't grow up with opportunity. You think the world owes you something. It doesn't owe you a damn thing. Life isn't fair. It's brutal. And it will chew you up and spit you out if you sit around expecting someone else to save you. You've got to be your own hero. You've got to become the person you wish would come rescue you. When I was down, broken, overweight, and full of excuses, no one came running. You know, who did it? Me. I got up, I ran, I studied, I suffered, I outworked the weakness. And every time I wanted to quit, I reminded myself, if I stop, nobody cares. If I fail, nobody fixes it. It's on me. That kind of ownership, that's where your power is hiding. You want something, take it. You want change, earn it. Don't sit around waiting to be discovered. Go find yourself. Show up when it's hard. Get it done when nobody's watching. Because if you're not willing to carry yourself through hell, you'll never make it to your version of heaven. You keep waiting to feel like it, waiting for that spark, that hype, that perfect song to come on, that wave of motivation to hit you like lightning. Let me tell you something. Motivation is bullshit. It's a fleeting feeling. It comes and goes like the wind. And if that's what you're relying on to get better, you're already losing. Being the people who win in this world, they don't need to feel like it. They do it because it needs to be done, period. Motivation is for beginners. Discipline, that's for killers. That's what separates the ones who talk from the ones who take. You think I wanted to run when I was 300 pounds. You think I felt like studying when I had a learning disability. You think I enjoyed waking up at 4 a.m. to do pull-ups till my arms bled. Hell, but I did it because I said I would. Because discipline isn't about feelings. It's about choosing to be uncommon every single day. Discipline is the muscle that keeps you moving when motivation's dead. It's showing up in the rain, in the pain, in the silence. It's making a promise to yourself and keeping it. Even when nobody claps, nobody sees, nobody cares. That's how you become dangerous. That's how you build a life most people only fantasize about. By mastering the art of doing what most people won't. Especially when they don't want to. You think it's about hype. It's not. It's about doing what's hard over and over until it becomes who you are. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is what keeps you standing when the world tries to break you. You want to grow. You want to level up. Then stop running from pain. Stop avoiding discomfort like it's the enemy, because that pain is the path. That suffering you're dodging. That's the exact place where growth lives. You think becoming better feels good. You think it's comfortable. Hell no. It's ugly. It's brutal. It's waking up sore, tired, pissed off, and still showing up when everything in your body is screaming to quit. You grow when you're doing the shit you don't want to do. When it's cold, when it's lonely, when your legs are shaking, your lungs are burning, and your mind is begging you to stop. That's where the real you is born. Not when it's easy, not when you're winning, but when you're buried in the grind and keep going anyway. You don't get stronger from comfort. You get soft. You don't build resilience from taking the easy route. You build regret. People spend their whole lives trying to stay comfortable, stay safe, stay warm. But growth doesn't give a damn about comfort. It demands blood. It demands sacrifice. And the ones who embrace that, the ones who lean into the suck, who choose to suffer, they're the ones who evolve into something unrecognizable, something savage, something unstoppable. I didn't become who I am by avoiding pain. I ran into it. I broke myself down to rebuild something better. And every scar, every ache, every moment I wanted to quit, but didn't. That's where my power in the trenches, not in your comfort zone. So stop fearing pain. Start using it. That pain, that's your edge. That's your fuel. That's your proof you're still alive, still grinding, still becoming the weapon you were meant to be. You want confidence. Stop looking for it in books, quotes, and podcasts. You don't get confidence from listening. You earn it through suffering, through doing the work when nobody's watching, through showing up again and again when your body's wrecked, your mind's weak, and everything in you says, no, Confidence doesn't come from talking. It comes from reps, from pain, from choosing the hard road and dominating it. People think confidence is some magical feeling, like one day you're just going to wake up believing in yourself. That's not how it works. You build confidence like a brick wall, one action at a time. Every workout you finish when you wanted to quit, that's a brick. Every time you shut the excuses down and execute anyway, brick. Every rep, every mile, every hour you grind alone in silence while others are sleeping, those are bricks. And one day, you look back and you've built a damn fortress that nobody can tear down. But if you're skipping the hard stuff, taking shortcuts, quitting when it gets uncomfortable, you're not building confidence. You're building doubt. You're stacking guilt. You're training yourself to fail. So when pressure hits, when life punches you in the face, you crumble. Because deep down, you know you've been lying to yourself. Confidence is the voice in your head that says, I've done the work. I've suffered. I've earned this. It's not hype. It's history. It's knowing that when the world doubts you, you don't, because you've gone to war with yourself and won. So stop chasing confidence. Go build it in the pain, in the silence, in the grind nobody sees, but everybody will feel when you step in the room and own it. Everybody wants to talk about talent. They look at someone crushing it and say, oh, he was born for that. Let me tell you something. Talent is a myth when it comes to greatness. Talent might open the door, but consistency kicks it off the damn hinges. You don't need to be gifted. You need to be relentless. You need to be the kind of person who shows up when it's boring, when it's hard, when it's not sexy, when no one claps. That's where the killers are made. I've seen it my whole life. Talented people burning out because they thought talent would carry them forever. Meanwhile, the underdog, the quiet one, the overlooked one, they're in the shadows, stacking days, stacking reps, stacking grit. And one day they break through and everyone's shocked, but it wasn't luck. It was consistency. It was pain. It was repetition. Every damn day. You want to be great? Show up on the days you feel good, and especially on the days you don't. Build habits so unbreakable they don't care how you feel. That's how you get better. That's how you separate. While others are taking breaks, feeling sorry for themselves, talking about how they used to be good, you're out there becoming unbreakable because you never stopped. There's always going to be someone faster, smarter, stronger, but they'll never beat you if they can't outlast you. And most of the time they can't, because talent makes people comfortable. Consistency, that makes you dangerous. It turns average people into savages. And if you've got that mindset, if you've got that work ethic, you're already ahead, because talent without consistency is just wasted potential. But consistency without talent, that's a damn weapon. Excuses are the poison that kills potential. Every time you say, I don't have time, or I'm too tired, you're feeding that poison. You're telling yourself a lie so you can stay comfortable. You're choosing weakness over strength. You're choosing the easy path that leads nowhere but regret. Excuses are nothing but stories you tell yourself to avoid the hard truth. You're scared to do the work. I used to live in that world, making excuses, blaming my past, my body, my circumstances. But guess what? The second I stopped lying to myself, everything changed, because excuses are chains that keep you locked in a cage of mediocrity. If you want to break free, you have to break those chains. You have to look at every excuse and destroy it. You don't have too many responsibilities. You don't have not enough time. You have a choice. Either you spend your time working on yourself, or you spend it giving yourself permission to stay weak. Excuses are the easy way out, but easy never builds greatness. Easy breeds failure. So when that voice whispers, I can't, you yell back, watch me. When you feel tired, you get up anyway. When life beats you down, you stand taller, because the only way you get better is by killing those excuses one by one. Don't let your mind be the enemy. Take control. Own your truth. Stop lying, stop hiding, and stop making excuses. If you want to be better, you've got to stop being your own worst enemy. Every choice you make today is a brick in the foundation of the person you'll become tomorrow. You think the future is some distant fantasy you'll get to later. No, the future is happening right now, second by second, with every action you take or don't take. If you're out here wasting time, giving into weakness, letting distractions run your day, you're building a future you don't want. A future full of regret, missed chances, and what ifs. I learned this the hard way. Every day I decided to push through pain, to run farther, to do more when I had nothing left. I was creating a stronger version of myself. But every day I skipped the hard work, I was building a weaker version too. The future isn't some magical place you arrive at. It's the sum of your habits, your decisions, your discipline right now. You want to meet a person who's unbreakable, then become that person today, not next week, not when you feel ready. Now, the only way to change your life is to change your actions. The only way to change your future is to change your present. So what's it going to be? You're going to keep building a life you don't want, or you're going to start constructing the warrior you were born to be? Because every second you waste is a second you're choosing who you'll become. You're either creating greatness or creating excuses. The choice is yours. But remember this, the future you meet will be the reflection of the time you spent building them today.